Hi warriors, welcome to my channel. Today I have a shoulders, arms, and inner thigh recovery flow for you. You will only need something to put underneath your hips and a couple blocks or whatever you could use in lieu of those blocks. We're going to start in a seated position at the center of our mat with our hips elevated. We want them higher than our knees. So find your favorite seated position, whatever works best for you. Tuck your chin slightly, reach the crown of your head up, and bring your shoulders together and down towards your mat. Soften your gaze or close your eyes altogether and bring your hands to rest on the tops of your knees or your thighs, either up or down. Begin to deepen your breath very slowly, evenly, and completely. In and out through your nose. Taking note of the qualities of your breath, the temperature of the air, the depth of your breath, and where your breath travels or doesn't travel within your body. And as you begin to connect your mind and your body together through your breath, briefly scan your body through your mind's eye, taking note of any body parts you may need to honor today, acknowledging that you are the guardian of your body and your practice, and are free to modify or opt out of any poses you see fit today. Take 2 more breaths here. And at the end of your second exhale, open your eyes if you've closed them. Interlace your fingertips together down in front. Flip your palms away from you and tuck your chin to your chest, round your spine, and look down at your belly button. Check on your shoulders. If they're up by your ears, drop them down towards your waist. And on your next inhale, reach your palms up towards the ceiling, straighten your spine. And if you notice, your shoulders probably came up with you. That's okay, but now we're going to drop them again down. When we drop them, check in on our ribs, right? What we don't want to happen is a really arched spine, and we don't want our ribs to splay out, right? This ain't your OnlyFans account. Pull your ribs in, drop your shoulders down, but reach your palms up, all at the same time. Big deep breaths here. Maintaining all of those directions, or just some of them. It's your practice. Pick and choose. Big inhale, big lift. And on your exhale, take your hands down behind your head. Inhale again, and on your exhale, take your right elbow down to the right side and look up at your left elbow. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale your elbow down, your left elbow down, and look up at your right. Inhale, back to center. 2 more times each side. Right, look up. Inhale to center. Exhale down to the left. Look up. Inhale back to center. One more time each side. Check in on your shoulders, make sure they're still relaxed. Look up at your elbow. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, take your left elbow down. Inhale, look up at your right. And inhale, come back to center. Take your hands down by your sides. Inhale, reach your palms up overhead. And on your exhale, take your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Right hand reaches back behind. Inhale, press down through your fingertips, lift through the crown of your head by tucking your chin, and on your exhale, rotate your spine. And just keep repeating. For every inhale, see if you can sit up a little taller. For every exhale, see if you can rotate your spine. Take an inhale, lift through the crown of your head. And on your exhale, sweep your right arm up and over to your left knee. Tuck your chin to your chest. Round your spine, look down at your belly button, and take a big deep breath in between your shoulder blades. On your next inhale, straighten your spine, sit up nice and tall. And on your exhale, take your left hand and reach back behind you. Right hand stays on your left knee. Inhale, press down to come up, reach through the crown of your head, and on your exhale, rotate. Twist your spine. That sounded aggressive. Twist it in a loving way. Big inhale, big lift. And on your exhale, sweep your left arm up and over to your right knee. Same thing, tuck your chin to your chest, round your spine, sit your hips back, and focus your breath through the back ribs this time. Drop your shoulders down. They like to creep up. And on your next inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, unravel your arms. Take another inhale. And this time you're going to exhale and take your chin down to your chest and take your ear to your right ear to your right shoulder. You can take your left hand and reach down for the mat or just keep it on your knee, but take your right hand, reach for the outside or the left side of your head and gently, don't wrench your neck down, but gently pull your ear down towards your shoulder. Again, this is a stretch. You shouldn't feel any sort of pain. If you feel pain, back off a little bit. Big inhale. Exhale, release your head. Take your chin down to the center of your chest. Inhale, take your left ear to your left shoulder. And this time, take your left hand to the right side of your head and gently guide your left ear down a little more. Drop your right elbow down toward the mat. Press it down. Big inhale. Exhale, take your left hand down. Take your chin back down to your chest and inhale your head up over your shoulders. Rock forward onto your hands and knees for some cat-cow. You can move your blanket or your bolster or your pillow off to the side. We'll start in our, what would be a traditional cat-cow. So hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Tuck your toes. Make sure your toes are tucked. From here, we're gonna exhale, send our hips over our heels and sit, kind of like a dog sits on his haunches. It's a really great metaphor. Okay. For this cat-cow, you're gonna do the exact same thing. You're just gonna glue your hips to your heels. So on your inhale, drop your belly and your shoulders. Lift your chest and your chin. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest, round your spine, push against your palms, send your back toward the wall behind you. Inhale, pull through. Exhale, tuck your chin, round your spine. Last time, inhale, pull through. And exhale, tuck your chin. Inhale, return to a neutral spine. Exhale, rock through to your tabletop pose and take your hands out in front of your shoulders. Keep your toes tucked, and on your next inhale, send your hips high into your first downward facing dog of the practice. We have our checklist. If you've been with me long enough, you know this. Rotate your biceps away from your face or your upper arm bones. You see how I flipped my inner elbow and I shined it out toward the top of my mat. I didn't move my hands, I just flipped my elbow or my inner elbow forward. Rotate your biceps, that was a lot. And when you do that, you'll see that your shoulders drop down towards your waist. That's a good thing. Brings your chest closer to the tops of your thighs. Also great. Lift your tailbone up toward the back of your head, and now pedal your feet out. Keeping your shoulders out of your ears. Opening up the chest, taking big deep breaths through your side ribs. On your next inhale, rise up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, drive your heels down. Take a few breaths in stillness. On your next inhale, look up in between your hands. Exhale, bend your knees and take 2 big steps to the top of your mat. Feet parallel, hip distance apart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Keep a bend in your knees. We're still warming up. And for some of us, the bend in our knees will stay even after we are warmed up, and that's okay. As long as we're listening to our little hamstrings, you know? Inhale, halfway lift. Did we already do this? Exhale, forward fold. Tuck your chin to your chest, tuck your tailbone, roll up 1 vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. Inhale your arms up overhead. And exhale your hands down by your side. Shift your weight into your left foot. Pick up your right foot and cross your leg over your left like you're sitting in a chair. So we're hinging back at our hips, and you can keep your foot kickstand. You can have it hang out to the left. You can set your toe down on the mat, or you can wrap it, squeeze, and sit a little lower. We're not gonna do eagle arms today though. We're gonna keep our hands in prayer pose. Focus on really squeezing our inner thighs together, pulling the belly in tight, and maintaining the balance and really working on that inner thigh connection. On your next inhale, stand up straight. Take your right knee with you, arms up overhead. And on your exhale, you're gonna step your right foot to the back of your mat as wide as you can. Bam! If you didn't go wide enough, scoot yourself out. If you overshot your shot, bring it in. Pretty simple. Inhale from here, and on your exhale, take your hips down over your heel and reach for your toes. Chest is lifted, core is engaged, inner thigh is stretching. Big inhale. Exhale, sweep through center, making your way to a high crescent lunge at the top of your mat. Relax your shoulders and breathe. Big inhale. And exhale, take your hands together, bring them down to the center of your chest in prayer pose, and take your right elbow to the outside of your left knee for a revolved lunge. Now you can press your palms together, rotate your chest and gaze up to the left, or you can take a block, put your hand on the block, and do the same thing. One is a little bit easier than the other, so find what works best for you today. Wherever you are though, take an inhale, and without moving your upper body, gently set your right knee, down on the mat. So now we've moved into a high revolved lunge to a low revolved lunge. Big inhale and exhale. And on your next inhale, reach up to center for your low crescent lunge. Reach your left hand for your right wrist. Inhale from here and exhale. Pull your right wrist up and over to the left side. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, dive down. Take your hands down to the mat. Grab your blocks because it's getting spicy, folks. We're gonna shift, rotate our hips open to the right. Pivot up on our heel and send our hips down. So here's why you need blocks. See what happened here? See how my heel, popped up off the mat right there? This is a prime example of just because you can, doesn't mean you should. So if when you take your hips down, your heel stays in contact, yay. If you take them down more and your heel comes up, no bueno. Come up until your heel comes down. That's why these blocks are here. So you can use them to lift the chest, bending your left knee, sending your hips down, and just enjoying an inner thigh stretch on the other side. Now, if you're yoga Barbie, you can keep your heel down and go all the way down to the mat, go for it. Find what works best for you, right? This is your practice. I'm just here to guide you through it. Big inhale. And on your exhale, pivot over your left shoulder back to your low lunge. Two options here. You can step your left foot back to meet your right in downward facing dog, and then stack your left knee over your hips, left toe reaching for shoulders. Or, again, if you want to have your yoga Barbie moment, you can just pop that bitch up over your hip. Plant your palms, take an inhale, exhale, sweep your left knee up and back. From here, your left toes are reaching for your right shoulder, your left knee is reaching up toward the back of your head, and you're taking your right heel and you're dropping it down toward the mat. Big inhale, big exhale. One more big inhale, and on your exhale, take your left knee down right underneath you to the center of the mat and pivot your left foot back behind you. Your right foot parallel to the back edge of your mat. Grab a block, palm on the block, squeeze your glutes, press your hips forward. Inhale, sweep your right arm up by your right ear and really squeeze your left side here to lift your right hip. Supported side plank. Keep your glutes squeezed, hips pressing forward. Big inhale. Exhale, spiral your right hand down to the mat. Walk through center. You've made your way to a tabletop with your right leg still extended. We're gonna do some child's pose rocks or dolphin rocks. It's really up to your hips, right? Take an inhale from here, and on your exhale, send your hips back. Doesn't matter if they go back and down, just back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, take your hips down. back, I should say. Inhale, come up. This time, take your hips back. Park it here for a few breaths. Working that inner thigh stretch. And on your next inhale, come up through tabletop. Exhale, take your shoulders over your hips, and we're gonna go into gate pose. So typically we rest our hand on our leg, but if you feel like you're putting too much weight on your knee, don't do that. Take a block, put it behind your knee, rest your hand on the block, and then sweep your left arm up by your ear. If you're cool with regular old gate pose, squeeze your glutes, press your hips forward, inhale, left bicep by your ear. Inhale, rise up, stack your shoulders over your hips. Exhale, spiral both hands down to the mat. Move your props. Swivel your feet and your hips square to the mat and step your left foot back to meet your right. In high plank or knee plank or tabletop if you've had any sort of shoulder surgery or replacement situation. Wherever you are though, pull your belly up and in, squeeze your inner thighs together, lift the backs of your knees. Inhale, rock forward over your wrists. Exhale, bend your elbows, hug your rib cage, lower all the way down, untuck your toes, squeeze your glutes, press the tops of the feet into your mat. Inhale, lift up. Check your shoulders, they probably came up with you. Drop them down, and if you can't drop them down, come down a little lower and try to drop them down from there. Now when they're out of your ears, see if you can reclaim some height. Pull your elbows in. Again, this is baby cobra, right? Don't get crazy. Big inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. Tuck your toes. Inhale, push down to come up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your gaze in between your hands. Exhale, bend your knees and step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Goodness. Tuck your toes. Tuck your tailbone. Bend your knees. Tuck your chin. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Can you tell that I've been teaching today? Inhale your arms up overhead and exhale them down to your side. Shift your weight into your right foot this time. We are doing eagle on the other side. Again, you have lots of options here. So you can have your left leg hanging out to the side. You can have your toe touching down on the mat, or you can take the full wrap. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Pull your belly in. Don't let it hang out. Hands in prayer pose, no matter what version of eagle you are in. Keep breathing. Hold that inner thigh connection. Don't hold your breath. And on your next inhale, stand up nice and tall, arms reach up, take your left knee with you. And on your exhale, trust fall. Take a big step to the back of your mat with your left foot. Gauge your step. And if you're satisfied, take your hips to your heel. Reach your right hand for right toes. Pull the belly in here. Big inhale. Exhale, sweep through center. Coming into a high lunge. If balance is an issue for you here, widen your base. A wider base equals a more solid foundation. Big inhale. Exhale, take your hands together, down to the center of your chest. Take your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Again, you can press your palms together, look up over your right shoulder, or you can take a block and take your right hand to your hip. Your choice. Big inhale. And on your exhale, without doing anything to your upper body, gently set your left knee down on the mat. Inhale, come back up to center, low crescent lunge. Right hand reaches for left wrist. Pull your right wrist up and over. If you're using blocks here, set your right hand on a block and reach your left arm up and over. Big inhale. And exhale. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, dive forward. This is that spicy inner thigh stretch I was telling you about. So you guys get to see my party side, right? All right, grab your blocks, pivot on your heel, left heel, so that your toes are now pointing up, and send your hips down to your right heel. Same thing here. If your hips come down but your heel comes up, then your hips need to come up so your heel can go down. Hey, I like that. All right, I'm gonna use that again. Okay, hands on blocks if you need them. If you wanna play with going lower, absolutely. I mean, if there's anything we're supposed to be doing here in yoga is playing, right? Don't be so serious. It's yoga. This is your hour or so to play, to be a kid, to focus on yourself. Big inhale from wherever you are. And on your exhale, using the blocks, pivot over your right shoulder, back to your low crescent lunge, plant your palms, and you can step your right foot back to meet your left in downward facing dog, and take your right toes towards your left shoulder, or for your yoga Barbie moment of the day, or if you just want to play, right? Because that's what we're here to do. We're just playing. Don't be so serious. Take your hands down and stack. Boom, stack it. Yeah. See, it's fun. Yoga's fun. Tell your friends. Drop your left heel down. Lift your right knee up toward the back of your head, and at the same time, reach right toes for left shoulder. Big inhale. Exhale, take your right knee down to the center of the mat. Pivot your foot behind you and grab your block. Right hand on your block. Squeeze the glutes, press them forward. Inhale, sweep your left bicep by your left ear. So we're squeezing our glutes, but we're also squeezing this right side, these obliques right here. And that's what's gonna lift our left hip and really give us this awesome stretch from your toes all the way to your fingers. Big inhale. And on your exhale, sweep your left hand down to meet your right. Walk yourself through center. Your left toes are still, foot is still out to the side, toes are still pointing up, hands are underneath your shoulders. Take an inhale from here, and on your exhale, send your hips back. Inner thigh stretch. Inhale, rise up. Exhale your hips back. Inhale, rise up. Last time. Exhale your hips back. Park it. Breathe. Sound like a yoga drill sergeant. Inhale, rise up through that tabletop. Exhale, take your hands underneath and stack your shoulders over your hips. Grab a block if you really liked that gait variation on the other side, or if you're a knee presser, you don't want to be one of those. I mean, you be who you want to be, just don't hurt your knee, okay? Squeeze your glutes, press your hips forward. Inhale, Sweep your right arm up by your right ear, left hand on the leg, or find that block. And on your next inhale, stack your shoulders over your hips. Exhale, spiral your hands down to the mat. Pivot your hips and step your right foot back to meet your left in your version of plank, high plank, knee plank, or tabletop. Pull your belly up and in. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Inhale, rock forward over your wrists. Exhale, bend your elbows, lower all the way down onto your belly. Untuck your toes. Now go for it, big dog. Squeeze your glutes, press your tops of your feet into your mat. Inhale, lift your chest. Full cobra. If you want, you could do baby cobra, or if you're yoga Barbie today, you could just take the vinyasa, your choice. Here's the thing with big cobra though. A lot of times when we lift our chest, our shoulders lift with us. And we have this like Uncle Fester situation happening. So come down, drop your shoulders, come down to a point where you can drop your shoulders. Now, see if you can reclaim some of that height. Keeping your shoulders in, or your shoulders down, elbows in, no chicken wings. Bring them in, glue them to your ribs. Big inhale, big lift. Exhale, lower all the way down. Tuck your toes. Inhale, push down to come up through tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Hands reach up toward the top of your mat, hips to heels. Your knees are as wide as your hips or your shoulders. Big breaths here. Pressing your armpits down toward your mat. Really opens up your back and your shoulders. And your chest. It opens up everything. Everything's connected. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, make your way to a seated position at the center of your mat. Make sure you have a black block nearby. You're gonna need it. And you're gonna lower all the way down onto your back. Keep the soles of the feet on your mat. Pick up your hips and set them back down. Make sure your lower spine is really flat against the mat. Black block. Sorry, whatever color block you want, doesn't matter. When I teach my classes in person, I have 2 different colors and they're 2 different shapes, so I apologize that I'm calling them out by color. Hands down by your side on your inhale. Press into your feet, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. Now bring your knees in together, squeeze the block. Pull the pelvis or pull the belly down and up towards your chin. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the inner thighs, and exhale. Lower all the way down. 2 more times. Inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes, and when you get to the top, squeeze the block. Big inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. 1 more time here. Big inhale, big lift. Press into your feet, squeeze your glutes, give it your all. This is your last one. See if you can take the hips 1 inch higher than you did last time. See if you can squeeze the block a little harder. Big inhale, big lift. And exhale. Lower your back all the way down. Remove your block. Hug your knees into your chest 1 at a time. And rock side to side, rolling out your low spine. Take your hands to the tops of your knees and glue your knees together, inner knees. Take your hands out, or your arms as long as you can. Take your knees out wide to the side, pull them up and in, hug them into your chest, and send them away from you. 2 more leg circles like this. Pull it in and extend out, Last one, out, in, and extend. Reverse it. Pull it in, take it out to the sides, down as long as your arms will let you. Pull them in, hug them in. Out to the side, drop them low. Hug them in. One more time, out to the sides, down long, and hug it in tight. Ooh. Return your soles of the feet to the mat. Cross your right ankle over your left knee like you're sitting in a chair. You can start, flex your right foot and press your right knee away from you. And if you feel nothing here, reach through, grab the back of your left thigh or front of your left shin, pull your left knee into your chest. And for extra spice, take your right knee away from you with your right elbow. Figure 4 stretch. Big inhale, big squeeze into your chest. And exhale, release your left knee. Extend your left leg long and roll to your left side. Grab a block, okay? We're rolling to our left side. And so you can keep your ear resting on your bicep, or you can put your hand behind your head. Block, all right. I'm gonna have mine on the medium setting, but everybody's gonna be different, and I'll show you how to know the difference. You see how my knee is pretty level with my hip? Bueno. If it's too far down, if a marble would roll off, you need to correct it. If a marble would roll off your hip because your block's too high, then you need to bring it down. Flex your right foot, and on your inhale, lift your right heel up. Rotating your knee on the block, working that internal hip rotation, and lower down. 2 more times. Inhale to lift, and exhale to lower. Last time. Inhale to lift, and exhale, lower all the way down. Roll onto your back for the other side. Cross your left ankle over your right knee for a figure 4. Start by flexing your left foot and press your left knee away from you. And if you feel nothing from here, that sounds like a discussion for your therapist. But in the meantime, reach through, grab the back of your right thigh this time, or front of your right shin. Pull your right knee into your chest, and on your exhale, if you'd like, press your left knee away from you with your left elbow. Big inhale, big squeeze into your chest. And exhale, set your right foot back down on the mat. Rotate onto your right side. Again, you can have your ear resting on your bicep or your hand. Block is down in front, and your knee is resting on your block. Check in on the block. You might find that this hip is different from the other one. That's okay. If you need a different height, take it. No big deal. All right, flex your left foot this time, and on your inhale, you're gonna lead with your left heel. Take it up. And exhale, set it back down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower down. Last time, inhale to lift. Hold here. The foot, not your breath. Exhale, set your heel back down. Roll onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. And on your next inhale, lift your shoulders off the mat Exhale, hug your knees down towards your chest. Take one more big inhale and hold at the top. And when you can't hold it anymore, sigh it out through your mouth. Extend your legs long down the mat. Feet splay out. Palms come to rest by your sides, either up or down. Pick up your head slightly, tuck your chin to your chest. Pick up your shoulders, bring them together and drop them down towards your feet, and set your shoulders back down. Relax the muscles of the forehead, eyes, jaw, and throat. Feel as though your body is melting into your mat. And allow the natural rhythm of your breath to flow through you as you enjoy these last few moments in Shavasana. Whenever you're ready, begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Roll out your wrists and ankles. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Point your toes. Exhale, hug your knees into your chest, rocking side to side. And when you're ready, make your way to a comfortable seated position where we'll take one final breath together. Tuck your chin slightly, bring your shoulders together and down towards your mat. Extend your arms long by your sides. Inhale your palms up overhead to touch. Exhale, bring them down to the center of your chest and bow your head to your open heart. Thank you all for sharing your practices with me today. Be in a state of gratitude for all of the amazing things that our bodies were able to do for us during this practice. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste. Thanks for joining me today. Don't forget to smash that like button. Bye. Oh, and smash that subscribe button too. Thanks. Mwah.